Can you tell us what your name is and how old you are?
Hi, my name's Nicholas. I'm 42 years old.
Okay, and you are where are you living at the moment?
I'm living on the street in a tent.
Okay,
I'm lucky enough to have a part-time job down at the Adley Street Flower Market.
okay,
So I'm allowed to reside outside there, which sort of keeps me safer.
okay. And you living in a tent like in the Adderley at the flower market, like in there
Yes,
or
at,
is
at night after work,
okay,
just keep the things safe and then help with moving buckets and taking down sales in the morning.
okay. And how long have you been living like on the streets?
On the streets for about 3 years now.
Okay,
Um, in between shelters and unfortunately in a tent for over a year.
okay. And how did you end up living on the street?
During COVID, I was staying at a shelter and working, but after COVID hit, I lost my employment, and
Okay,
our our allowable time at the shelter is 6 months, so I had to leave there,
okay,
and finding myself on the street
okay,
collecting boxes every night to sleep. I invested in a backpack and a tent,
okay,
and I've slowly built myself up to sort of a nomadic lifestyle
okay.
of survive.
And that's what people don't understand is that you can't stay at a shelter forever, right? There's like a
No,
cap to there.
yes,
So you say it's 6 months.
yes.
Okay. And then before, did you ever like live in a home? Did you have a home at one stage or?
I grew up in Bergvliet, Cape Town.
Okay.
So I went to local schools. But my mom left when I was 17 to go work in the UK
Yes.
as a nurse carer for some of the people there. And after that, she retired and moved into one of the retirement villages that they have. Fantastic place. They have bowling once a week and archery and
Oh.
other activities. So she's having a good time there.
It's in the UK now.
Yes.
Okay. And then you stayed behind.
Yes. But she's sold her property and we have no more assets here. So um, when I lost my job and found myself on the street, it's been a case of just be resourceful and work hard.
Okay.
And done a few part-time jobs, maintained the CV,
Okay.
stayed off drugs, and
Okay.
I left an opportunity for a better day tomorrow. So
Okay.
just keeping positive and very grateful for this project.
Yes.
It's called the Secret Heart Love Project. They're supplying us with Heart Love stickers to sell,
Mm.
and I recommend a price of 20 rand, but because it's free, I usually happy to trade the small change. So
Okay. Yeah.
and I spread the love, spread the stickers.
Yeah. So we were thinking about also doing something like this. What do you think would be a good thing for people to sell? We were thinking of like car fresheners and like tissues and
Yes.
other stickers, something small and like useful, right?
Yeah.
What would you recommend?
Well, at the robots, any sort of car accessories would be a good
Yes.
thing. I mean, it's the right target market, right audience.
Mm.
And giving the guys on the street an opportunity to smile and present products
Exactly.
is a learning curve that once they get the hang of, they sort of get the self-esteem that comes from
Yeah.
good behavior or good activities to
Mm.
take on further avenues. So they seem to be flourishing through some of the programs, and I think if adding something like car fresheners or I'm not quite sure off the top of my head.
Yeah, like
But
licensed disc holders maybe for the car,
yes,
something like that, right? Something
yeah.
more useful. Okay. Okay, so you're saying your mom is in the UK, and she can't help you. Is there no family that can help you?
No, she's retired at the moment and
Okay.
well into her retirement. I think she's 86 now.
Okay.
So her financial resources are what they are. They're not encompassing
Yeah.
assisting my lifestyle at the moment.
And does she know you're on the streets now or not?
Yeah,
She does?
yeah.
Okay. She can't help.
No, unfortunately not.
And tell me about your upbringing. What was that like?
I grew up in Bergvliet, so I'm a Cape Town local boy. Sort of, I started skydiving and stunt work when I was 17, 18, and then studied BCom financial management.
Amazing.
Didn't graduate because
Okay.
I sort of messed around in my third year. Did a fourth year, ran out of money
Okay.
or support, financial support. And 2 years later, I was invited over to Taiwan, China, to go teach English there because I had a part of my degree,
Yes.
and that was sufficient for educational purposes that side. So landed there and found out there was a war zone, and biotechnology and high frequency 5G connectivity to some of the artificial intelligence state surveillance apparatus systems. So I left there after 4.5 years and came back to South Africa, and yeah, I've basically just been trying to build businesses. In between shelters, I've been to Paarl and here where I found Broodbome, just growing people's gardens that had opportunities to pollinate. So I worked with small businesses collecting seeds and flowers and things. And through that, I met another florist in this gardens area and started working for him.
Okay.
And was working for him part-time, full-time, sort of on and off for 3 years, at which point COVID hit. And I found myself between jobs. Now that job I was doing for him, he's found other people and cheaper suppliers, like the Uber delivery drivers on the bikes. They do better deliveries than a full-time delivery guy. So the opportunities are diminished. Like it's just stay happy, healthy, and try again. Because there are things like dog walking and gardening services that I'm building small Facebook pages for, and generating sales for some of the store owners down at the flower market. With Facebook pages for them. So trying to be ingenuitive and
quite entrepreneurial, right?
Yeah.
It seems like you got creative. And what is it like living on the streets?
It's extreme.
Okay.
Like the structure around us is quite difficult, whereby we have food shelters or like food kitchens, but for some reason they don't operate in the mornings, and Mondays and Fridays they also don't operate at night. So it's kind of, if the guys aren't blessed with some kind of opportunity, they do turn to or become vulnerable to drugs. And when that gets thrown into the mix, it becomes a bit of a dangerous environment.
What have you seen happen?
People die.
You've seen people dying?
Yeah, just get stabbed in the face, and ambulances a few kilometers away. It's sometimes over food and simple things. Standing at the robots, they wait for us when we finish. Then
they want your money.
They recognize there's an opportunity there. If I've got enough for me, it must be enough for him. And they've got a few friends, at least it'll get them somewhere. So it's a bit of a challenge. We're staying safe. But like stay calm, carry on.
Okay. And what have you learned from living on the streets?
Well, I've started taking like a few more risks. I've got a few. I was working a part-time job where I received a payout because I was receiving discrimination, and I recorded it and I took it to court and I won. And I invested in the stock market, so that's slowly growing, and I'm slowly rebuilding my knowledge of finance and my background. So just getting into trading and gold at the moment. So maintaining positive habits is something that's just helping me keep my head clear and my journey focused.
And you say you haven't succumbed to any of the addictions, because it seems like the majority of people we're speaking to are addicted to something.
I was blessed with an education in my background. A lot of guys didn't. I don't have much in terms of unresolved trauma that I'm sort of carrying the baggage of, and I can look at it like that because I can say I'm blessed, but I do work hard, and when I can keep positive distractions in my life, it allows less space for the negative distractions to come in. So I'm not a counselor. I don't really know, but I do know the guys do. When they have an addiction, they have serious trouble, and they don't have the avenues to fund that addiction. So quite often crime becomes a measure, which is obviously unfortunate for the community. So like anyone who could find a resolution to that, I'm sure it would be beneficial for the people in the surrounding areas.
Yeah. And how could people help you if they wanted to?
I'm with the Secret Heart Love Project. I can receive donations through a
Yeah.
Snap scan, and my number is number 524. That'll allocate the funds to me. And at the moment, like 2 days ago, my cell phone was stolen. So it was a case of a 600 rand asset that sort
Yeah.
of kept me in touch with my life.
And
No,
that money does it go straight to your bank account, or where does it
no,
go?
it goes to the project,
Okay.
and then we collect it on Fridays.
Oh, then they give you the cash? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Such a good initiative, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
So they receiving donations from the movie industry,
Okay.
and they're turning it into Heart Love stickers and packs for us to
Yeah.
sell. So I'm
Amazing.
very grateful,
Yeah.
and
Wonderful.
managing to stay afloat with this
With this.
because
Yeah.
in
People
between,
don't donate or what?
no, not so
really.
much. Just kind of everyone's busy, and the story is not for everyone. So
Yeah.
smiling and hearts is something people enjoy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. And so if they wanted to help you, they could donate to this project, and then you would
Yeah,
get money in that sense.
I
Or
would.
they could. Where can they find you? If they
I'm
wanted to come and help you or give you a job or something.
I'm outside the Gardens Engen. It's close to the Garden Centre. Otherwise, at the Adley Street Flower Market,
Okay.
you can just ask for Nick if you need any gardening or car washed or any
Okay.
kind of opportunity for a bookkeeping background with a
Okay.
previous English teaching experience.
Amazing.
But
Okay. So
yeah.
they could maybe offer you a job if they had
Yes,
it.
absolutely.
That would obviously help you more, right?
I would
If you had
I would
something
jump at a
permanent.
job. Yeah, it'll be the first step to getting me
Yeah.
back in my own accommodation and more of a productive member of society.
Yeah. And then it's probably quite hard getting off the street, right? Because then you need to get an apartment, they need to have a deposit,
Yes.
and there's like
What keeps happening to me is like things get stolen.
yeah.
So when my shoes go missing, then it's another week to try find new shoes.
Yeah.
And in that time, I'm spending money on food and things instead of looking for extra work and money. I mean, extra support. So I tend to go in circles. Like my cell phone's just got stolen. Somebody offers me a new cell phone. I'm waiting around, but they're busy. So I just kind of sit there and don't achieve much. But I've got this project which has got me a few loyal supporters over the years.
Good. Okay.
And
so they donate like monthly or weekly or
yeah,
something.
when people have small change, it's amazing how the office workers who go home, when 1 or 2 rand out the window can add up to like 60, 70 rand for me to go home to have a supper and a hot cup of coffee, and it does add up quickly, but my money's going towards food and essentials like that. So I'm very grateful. And
And then where do you do like the practicalities, like wash yourself and all of that? Is that an option?
There are a couple of places. There's the Streetscapes shelter. It's outside one of our food kitchens called the Diner.
Okay.
They have hot showers 8 until 10. Otherwise, there's the Carpenter's Workshop just out on Adley Street outside Parliament. They also have a morning hot showers from 8 until about 10.
Amazing. So you just go in and shower and come out?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. I didn't know these things existed. So I just want to check the time. Okay, so is there anything else you would like people to know about living on the street, about homeless people, that people maybe don't know?
Well, any support's appreciated. Never think your support is not good enough or it's too small. Those 50 cents, those 1 rands, they do add up. And we recognize times are tough, but we greatly appreciate the support. And if your local guy in the community could receive that, I think it'll benefit all of us on the street, because I'm not sure what keeps the other guys on the street, but when they can figure it out and get the help they need, then I think it'll be a win-win situation for all of us.
Okay. And you say that the reason people are on the streets, it seems like there's like tough times happen during COVID, or there are addictions, or people have mental health issues. What do you think are the main reasons why people end up on the street?
Like you've just mentioned, there are multiple reasons. Mental health is a big one. Addiction is another big one. lack of employment.
Yeah.
Serious factors
Yeah.
that add to new people landing on the street every
Seems
month.
especially during COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs, and then a lot of people I'm talking to
Yeah.
is like COVID, like just hit everyone. It seems like that's what happened to you too, right?
Yeah.
The majority.
And the thing is, people come here and then they get shipped off to like Strandfontein during the COVID.
Yeah.
So we don't see them again. But a few years later, it doesn't become easy traveling back from Strandfontein or moving around like that. So
Were you also in Strandfontein during COVID?
no, I was
Where were
lucky
you?
enough to get into Hygiene. It's or not Hygiene, Makasa. It's a shelter out there that accommodated me. It was a Christian-based
Okay.
the one that held me there for 4 months, 5 months.
Okay.
And before that, I was at a circus and observatory.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah,
that circus. The
there's-
circuit tent was. Yeah,
I
I know
was
they've
running
taken
that
it down.
circus for
Okay.
a year after the owner. He
Interesting.
defrauded it or broke his contract by bringing on tenants, and I was one of the tenants. So
okay.
we had a little court case, and eventually the guys just took over in there, and I was pushed out. But
okay.
that's where I was during COVID, because it was
Okay.
sort of sat around and did nothing, but we had a nice space there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else you would like people to know?
No, just yeah, kind of spread the love.
Okay.
Thank you for the support, and I appreciate everyone listening and chatting.
Yes. Well, hopefully we can talk to you again soon. All of the best.
Good. Thank you.